Okay guys, welcome to what is going to be part 2 of the FCD depot. First of all, what I'm going to do is show you my latest purchase, which is this Dapol B800 track cleaning car. It's currently set into the vacuum setting. So as you can see there, that's a little impeller which sucks all the crap on that up into the little hopper. You just see the veins there. So it vacuums the track and literally would do the track and the sleeper area per each line. It was £75 from St David's Hill model shop in Exeter. So it was a good buy. At the minute it's not working 100% reliably because I haven't given the track a deep clean in a while, because I'm still building on this half of the layout, so the track is a bit dirtier than what it should be. Not a lot's really happened to the depot itself since the last video. I have finished painting it. Jump over the sofa. Finished painting it. Unfortunately, I ran out of the grey paint. So in the last video I'd painted up to about here. So this is the same grey paint. Then you can just about make out where I ran out, because it goes from there and it goes slightly darker. What I have done is I have also got rid of the polystyrene block, because when I glued the brick wall sheet to it, the brick wall sheet just instantly comes straight back off. So what I've done is, with an offcut of MDF, I've made this unit. If I can just get it out, I shall show you. Move my flock out of the way. So it's not the best shed in the world, but it's only meant to be an industrial unit. So what it is, you got the access way for 2 tracks to go through. So this lower section here is going to be FCD's office. Then upstairs is going to be the back of a shop or something like warehouse wise. So you got 2 sides on it, and then round the back. It's not the best in the world, but no, it will do the job. So all I've got left to do with this is to file the filler down, grind the screw heads down, then apply the brick sheet. So yeah, and that'll be that section done. As well as giving the depot a weathered look. That's going to be mostly it for the down this end of the depot. I've put in the authorised crossing, or started to put in the authorised crossing. So this is just the steps from the old Backman twin set of porter cabins. Basically all I've done to that was move it along until the platform there was in line with the track bed, and then cut a hole in the hardboard and then filler across. So along here, actually on the depot itself, I'm going to be painting markings on with my airbrush. So the likes of the Arctic training courses, the D1 courses, and other HGV courses. So that class is a 7.5 tonner, a fire engine. They all do the reversing manoeuvres and or whatever else. But along here, as you might be able to see, I have made some fencing, and all it is brass rod and code 100 rail. All I've done to make that is I've got a length of code 100 rail, plain box standard code 100. This is offcuts from the flexi track, but it's mostly from set track. All I've done is I have notched in with a round file every scale 2.5 meters. I've notched in grooves so I can solder in some brass rod from Albi and Alloys. This is the 1/16 of an inch by 12 inch pack. BR4 if you want the product code, which is there. Will it focus? Just about. So all I've done, cut it into little sections, soldered it in place, and then with a drill I've drilled it into the baseboard or into the filler and just plonked them in. These will be getting painted, but I've got to wait until I finish doing the lot before I can paint them. And again, they're going to be going into BR yellow, warning panel yellow. Sorry, I got a bit of hiccups this morning, guys. As for the street lamps, I've done a trial run with just some the warning panel yellow straight on its own, but I don't know if it's showing up well enough. So what I might do is with another lamp, I might primer the base, then paint that yellow just to see the comparisons. But on the camera it doesn't look too bad, but up close you just about see where it's on the corners or it's a bit faded out. So maybe 2 coats of warning panel yellow for that one. What I've also done, guys, is I've also bought a load of traffic cones, because as you know, when you drive in, this is all you ever bloody see. So these are the ratio ones, or wheeled ones, but to make them look a little bit more realistic, because they don't really look brilliant in white, is with my Tamiya XF7, I believe it is, paint. I've painted the white silver. So if I can get the two together, let's put them on top of the track cleaning car there. Really focus, really focus. Let's come back. There we go. So the one on the left is the one with the plain white centre, and the one on the left is with the plain white centre, the one on the right is with the silver. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of days. So this is just another little quick update. Again, there will be more updates on this depot, so wait and see. Okay, so what I've done now is I have primered the other 4 of these street lamps. They're identical to the ones over by the cul-de-sacs, so if I zoom in there, if it'll pick it up, you know, if I just walk across to it, it might be easier. The other 6 in the pack that I have, so I've just put these into white primer. It's Rail Match Universal Primer. There's the other 3 there. So these are going to be the first 4 of the lights to go along the FCD depot. They're going to be going into British Rail Warning Panel Yellow, and they're going to go along the fencing that I've made. The other thing that I've done is I have started to connect up the dropper wires, if I can find it in the viewfinder. Started to connect up the droppers from the track for the bus wire, because today I went and spent 50 odd quid in Maplin, however you want to say it. So I bought 13 meters of this figure 8 15 amp cable, which is going to be my bus wire. So it goes from the middle leg of the helix, so that leg there, follows it loosely. It's not pulled tight or anything, it's all loosey-goosey. Goes all the way around to the second helix over there, and there's about it comes to the end. It says there's a metre there, and there's probably about another 2 metres up across as well. So yeah, so that's going to be my bus wire. What I also purchased today was this ABS plastic box for my street lights and all my lighting accessories. So what I've managed to do is I've previously got, again from Maplin, a 10 amp power transformer. So I bought a female connector that's suitable for this plug, connected it up to the side of the box. So there we go. So it looks like that. Screwed it in as well, so it's all nice and tight. So what I'm going to be doing is on the lid of the box, I'm going to be attaching these little rocker switches. These are 10 amp rated rocker switches, single pole, single action. They're going to fit in the front, so I'm going to go along like that. I'm going to eventually have 10 switches, so it's going to give me plenty of switching opportunity. So there's going to be one switch for the FCD depot over there. There's going to be the station and the level crossing and the station. I'm also going to have the eventually working red lights for the level crossing. There's going to be a couple of houses that are going to be lit, as well as the street lamp there and the street lamp just there. And they're also going to have some lighting on the back of the layout, like in some warehouses or some shops along the back wall. Okay, so I've just got this delivery through. I'm actually come through on Tuesday from Bulgaria. It's 3 Caramera Ford Transits. Got 1 medium wheelbase, medium top van, and I've got 2 medium wheelbase, medium top minibuses. The minibuses are from the FCD depot. They're nice little models, all the way from Bulgaria. So I ordered them on a Tuesday and they were delivered on the Monday. So not bad postage. They're 1/72nd scale rather than 1/76th scale. So if I bring in a long wheelbase Land Rover Defender and a Discovery 3, if I just line them up, move the fencing along. So if we look at the minibus there, it is bigger. Okay. Actually, if I bring a fire engine in and a full-size bus, if I go over there, actually, it's going to be easier. So I got the fronts are near enough lined up. There we go. Both the bumpers are lined up, and height wise it's near enough the same as the fire engine. And if I put it in front of the bus, if I move the bus over, again if I line the bumpers up, if I put the Discovery 3 in front as well, you can see the scales. So I've got a 1/76 bus, a 1/72 minibus, and a 1/76 Land Rover. I mean, it's not that much bigger. Probably the length is about spot on, to be honest, but the height and the width are a lot more. So if I if I do an end-on shot, move the petrol tanker out of the way. So they're both the same on this side, but it's not that much narrower than a full-size bus. And if I put the minibus down with the Land Rover in front, you can see there it's a lot different again, because these two in reality are about the same width. Obviously the van will be naturally a little bit bigger, but hey ho. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to respraying these. I don't know if I'm going to be doing both of them up in silver, but one's definitely going to be silver and it's going to have the FCD logo on it with some crafty paper, and the other one is either going to be exactly the same, or what I'm thinking, as I'm an officer with the Boys Brigade, the first X of the company, I might do this up as a Boys Brigade minibus. So yeah, so that's just this little bit. I've also got a plan for this corner here. There is going to be a church there. It's probably going to come up to about the end of the house. I'm going to get some grass mat, because obviously on top of this is a pig to try and do anything on top of. So I'm going to get some grass mat, put that across there, and have a church about here with some gravestones at the back. Okay guys, so I've finished painting up the lamp posts. As I say, I've only done the first 4, but hold on, I'll just get out the light. So we've got BR warning panel yellow and diesel multiple unit or diesel roof grey. If I can get out the light a little bit more, there we go. So, focus. Grey all the way down at the top, yellow in the middle, grey at the bottom. So when it sits on the layout, obviously you've got the bit to go through the baseboard, so it will be a bit lower. So the top will be about here. So these have only got to have a coat of matte varnish now, and then they'll be done. What I've done is I've also airbrushed on some more paint onto the yard. This time, instead of using acrylic, I've just used the roof grey again, same colour as that, but through the airbrush. I've gone right the way up through and across the access, the emergency access, across up for these steps there. What I've noticed I've also done is I've put on some orange on the handrails at the top. And I've also, with just some Wilkinson's acrylic paint, there's that dark brown and there's a slightly lighter brown, I've painted all the way down the side, so I've managed to get just to here. So I've managed to do that section. Then while the acrylic paint was still wet, put a mix of brown earth scatter and green scatter on top. One thing I've done over here, so on the embankment, it was scattered up. I've added some static grass. So that's the 6mm stuff from Wall World Scenics. I think it's the autumn stuff. Randomly put the glue on, so it'd like come out a little bit rough and patchy, and then in the patches I've put in some of the clump foliage as well. And I'll be continuing that right the way down, and I'll be making up some of my own brambles, and I'll show you how to make them in a future video. I've also got a nice big clump up by the gate here. I'm still going to be putting in the railway barrier Armco type stuff, but what I managed to buy the other day was the Nightwing PM121 security fencing. So I've managed to put the gates on, really easy to put together. The gates actually work, which is nice. and I've painted them in my Tamiya XF16 flat aluminium paint, just to try and make it look a little bit like their galvanized steel or something. So the kit says you got 26 inches of fencing. So here's the rest of the sprue. I'll put it down there. So that's the rest of the sprue. So there's obviously you got your bases and your uprights. You get, oh, that's my lamp falling on the floor. You get you get two triple sections, two double sections, a large single section, a slightly smaller single section, a single gate, and obviously the two double gates. So they'll be going along the edge of the layout. And I've also, where the edge is over here and over there, between the road and where the end of the platforms are going to be, I'll just put a little bit of scatter down again with the acrylic paints. So that's pretty much it for this video. This is the end of FCD part 2, and stick around because I will be finishing off the fencing. I'll show you how to make some brown balls, and I'm also going to be putting in the road markings. So see you again soon, guys.